Okay, looks like we can get this party started. And are you there?
Yes, I am. How's everybody?
Hi, everyone.
I'm good. Hello.
How you doing, Alejandro?
All right, very nice to be on this AMA with you guys on Twitter Spaces. Very excited to talk everything Battle of Olympus.
Yeah. Let's I guess what we can do is we can kick things off. How would you like to introduce Battle of Olympus then? Let's start off with introducing Revenant and the game itself for everybody that's new, that's potentially unaware of what Revenant is.
Yeah, of course. So Revenant is a decentralized gaming ecosystem on the Metis network. On the call right now, we have a few of our excellent staff, such as Franz or Enigma, who is our co-founder. We also have Ranko Trivkovic, who is our game director, and he's also a very, very core part of our team. And lastly, we have me, who I'm also one of the co-founders of Revenant. To keep things very simple, as I mentioned, we're a decentralized gaming ecosystem. And, on one hand, we work with our in-house gaming studio to produce incredible blockchain games that are accessible for everybody. And the first of our titles is called Battle of Olympus, which is a Tekken-styled fighting game or arcade-style fighting game that combines both cyberpunk and Greek mythology to make a really novel experience for those accustomed to playing these games that we grew up with, such as I said, Tekken, Street Fighter, and everything. So it provides this really novel take on like the classics that we're all very familiar with, to keep things very simple. Franz, if you would like to say anything else, or Ranko, please feel free to pipe in.
Yeah, hi guys. Glad to be here once again with the amazing Metis team. I think you keep it short and sweet. We are really excited to kick off this new journey, this new part of our journey in Revenant. We have been working in this game for many months now, and as well with the help of the amazing Metis team, headed by Aman. We have been working hard to bring it to you guys. So really excited for to showcase you. Well, I don't want to spoil it too much, but we will have a lot of news throughout this call and in the following days.
Amazing. Congratulations, guys. This is really exciting. So can you tell me what is the inspiration behind the Battle of Olympus? Sorry.
Yeah, sure. The main inspiration, as mentioned, are arcade fighting games. So like all the classical fighting battles that you would play either from arcade or from the couch with your friends, because we are not trying to reinvent the wheel or totally revolutionize the genre. We just want to pick what works from every platform, from PC fighting games, from console fighting games, from arcade fighting games, but also from mobile games as well. So if I would have to quote exact titles, it would not be a Tekken or Street Fighter, but kind of mix of these games. And there's also a little sprinkle of Guild Wars 2, and where and how I will not say, because it's a secret for now. But we wanted to provide a really for rich and meaningful experience rather than just copy some game.
Yeah, I think to add into that, as we all know, the first version of crypto games has been very focused on play to earn, which is something that we are in Revenant. We have been rambling against for a while now, and we will go a bit more in depth in this call. But for us, we are trying to again not reinvent the wheel, but take something that already works in the let's say normal world, and and add crypto into it, but in a way that makes sense and is advantageous for the users, not just because crypto is cool kind of thing.
Right on, right on. As somebody that grew up playing a lot of Street Fighter, a lot of Mortal Kombat, and some Tekken, I am very excited for Battle of Olympus, I must say. To kind of dial it back for a second here, I would love to hear from Revenant of why they came and chose to build on Metis. If they can share that with the crowd, then that'd be great.
Of course. Thanks, Aman. Yeah, I mean, initially we started in AVAX, and when the market took a downtrend in January, February, we were looking at possibilities of how to pivot a bit our business, and one of the chains that we saw, it was Metis, and we saw that really it checks all the boxes for what you will need in a crypto game, in a blockchain game, which is it needs to be fast, because again, if you kill a monster and it drops some item, let's say NFT, you don't want to wait 10 seconds to receive that item, right? You want that almost instant. And it also goes that you don't want to pay $1 every time that you get an NFT, which in some games it could be worthless or very cheap NFT. So it needs to be fast and it needs to be cheap. And I think the something else that is very important aside from the technicalities is that the team behind it needs to be a passionate team, and the work that they do needs to be solid, and they need to know what they're doing. And I think I can speak for everybody here, but obviously Metis has an awesome team behind, and we have been working with you guys since CG really, and I can't say anything else than an amazing professionalism and a great team behind. So I think for us it really checks all the boxes. That's why we decided to go with Metis.
Yeah, another thing I'll just add there is that all of you that are on this call are here because you know Metis, you know Revenant, and you really believe in this ecosystem. So if we take a look at Metis's charts, of course we've had some really big peaks when we've had excellent news, and I would still say that Metis is quite like an undiscovered gem within crypto. So I mean, for us, it's it really that aspect works like a lot in our favor, because we believe, literally, as Franz was saying, not only the team but also the community. And we know that in the coming months, as the business development team continues to make huge strides advancing the ecosystem, that that will pay dividends not only for Revenant, but also like the whole ecosystem as a whole. So I would say like all of us that are on this call should really consider ourselves pretty lucky, because we're very, very early to the party, both for Metis and for Revenant.
That's so nice, guys. Really, I love when projects are talking nicely about Metis. It's like, of course, a free advertisement, but it warms my heart, really, because we really, really try to build these relationships with our projects, with other builders, and it's great to see how well this partnership is developing, And so thank you so much for nice words. And may I say, Revenant team is amazing. Like, working with them is a pure joy, and their product, the game, looks wicked. So let's talk more about that's why we are here, right? So let's talk more about it. So what type of experience we can expect from Battle of Olympus? I know there is like player versus player, or player versus environment, AI. Like what kind of experience can we see?
Well, we wanted the game to have the whole experience, like PvE, rich story, additional content, like you can discover the story behind why would gods battle in a cyberpunk city. So it's like a focus of our game right now. But also we don't want to forget the roots of inspiration, which is this arcade fighting battles. So players can expect really spectacular single player experience with PvP, like arena tournaments, even betting on themselves. If you get good, you can challenge others to duel. And I'm also proud to say that in games that were inspiring us, it's always one same package. So like you learn your PvP and it becomes a lot about meta strategies, and it gets and then the solo player experience is sort of just there to learn your chops and get into it. But we wanted to have both PvE and PvP as amazing as possible, and that's why we're developing them almost parallelly to have amazing gods, amazing fighters that you can participate in battles with other players, but also to have a way to boost your fighters, to boost your avatars, to really have the feeling that you've invested your time and energy and learning the skills, and that will translate from sort of PvE experience to PvP experience. So in that case, in that sense, we have rich customization options for our players, and we are particularly proud of our play and earn model because, as Franz will tell you more about it, a lot of crypto games are getting stuck in I wouldn't say Ponzi scheme, but like it's usually like very.
I will say Ponzi scheme. Yeah,
I know that you would, but yeah, I mean, we come from a place of being passionate about games and making games, and that's why games first model made sense to us, especially because play and earn is inherently, I think, more blockchain and crypto friendly. So, Franz, you can continue about the.
No, yeah, I think you know for that question you kind of like hit the nail in the head. We are looking to have a game that the most important part for us again is not for you guys to log in, click a button, and wait 4 hours and come back and get like 10 tokens, but is to actually play the game and a bit like a bit like the real games where you're playing for fun for the game, and you actually want to invest in the game because it's fun, and you want your character to look cooler, you want to be stronger because you cannot beat the storyline, or you want to be stronger because you want to win in PvP, and that's the reason why you should be playing, not because you are trying to drain the liquidity like the 99.9% of play to earn games do. So for us, the answer to that question is the game experience is the gameplay. Like the game experience is going to be an awesome gameplay. And that is our goal for the game.
I love it. For question, is it this or this? Revenant answer is yes. It's everything. I love it. You have so many things to choose from, and like you can create your own experience, which is really really fascinating. And how would you say blockchain tech help you guys to create this game? What's where are the cons pros for building in the blockchain?
That's a great question. A lot of people are have the question is, well, why do you need blockchain games? I mean, obviously I think blockchain is, until now, a lot of the things like NFTs, I mean, the majority of NFTs have been a bit of a gimmick. I mean, some of them do have real use case. I mean, I think the other day a house was sold as an NFT, even if I suppose that's still a bit of a gimmick. But I think blockchain has a massive effect in gaming if in a positive way if added right, because I'm sure a lot of you guys that listen to this call are gamers or have played some type of games in the past, and when you, for example, kill a dragon and you get lucky and you get some cool armor, or you open a loot box and you get some cool armor, um, or some cool skin or something like that, generally is stuck within the ecosystem that that game holds, right? Or even let's say that you gain gold in World of Warcraft, for example, very famous MMORPG game. You could sell the gold, but it's against terms of service. Or in Steam, you get a cool skin for a weapon. It's stuck within the ecosystem. You can't sell it outside. It's against terms of service, and it's hard to do. Blockchain really solves this issue, because if the items, and again, this item, not all of them needs to be NFTs, but if some of the items are NFTs, let's say the legendary or the epic ones are NFTs, you could take this and sell them in the marketplace. So this solves a lot of issues that the main games have, which is either against the terms of service or you cannot do this, right? So it really gives you the freedom of choosing whatever you do with your items in the game, because in the end of the day are your items. So it really gives you freedom.
Yeah, and I would add that we are just scratching the surface of possibility or how blockchain can help the games, because blockchain is, among other things, about creating economy. So you basically create a system which creates value, and for the first time, I think in gaming industry, this value can be shared with the players. So I mean, it's a bit further in the future, I guess. But can you imagine, playing your game, investing time and money in it, and then a new version comes along, or you want to decide to switch to another game, and instead of just letting it go to waste, if you're part of the Revenant ecosystem, if you're part of this gaming ecosystem, you just can transfer your achievements or your effort into another game, get a little head start, or like it's not lost. It's sort of, how to say, it's a great way to have players part of the game, not just the consumers.
Okay, so from what I'm hearing, NFT is a big part of any GameFi, right? And it's a big part of Battle of Olympus.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I mean, Battle of Olympus definitely will have NFTs. Yes. What was that? Was that the question, or
like I heard, like you already mentioned some weapons or some armor. Like what else?
I see.
What else?
Sure. Yeah. I can go.
Yeah,
I can go into more details there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the NFTs. We have been really thinking about how to implement the NFTs for Battle of Olympus. The general way that NFTs are implemented is like, well, everything is NFT, so but we don't really think that this is the proper way of doing things, especially because in Revenant we are trying to help Web2 users get into blockchain gaming. And to do that, a lot of users don't know what MetaMask is, for example, or they don't know how to connect the wallet or how to buy the token, etc. So we're really trying to make it very easy for everybody to join. So I don't want to give too much away, but the game is gonna be for sure free, so anybody can play without needing no wallet, no nothing. You don't know anything about crypto, no problem. You can go in that website and play. Now, this part will be more of a demo area in the sense that you can select some free gods and you can play with them. Again, we haven't defined exactly which part is going to be, let's say, blocked off. But, then if you decide to go and buy, quote unquote, the whole game, then you will need to buy NFT. Now, the NFT is going to be initially, is going to be your god. So it's going to be a randomized, unique fighter. And with this NFT, then you will unlock the whole game. So the story and, and all the accessories within the game. Now, for the armors, weapons, all these kind of things, we have been thinking, well, generally you will go, let's say every armor, every weapon is an NFT. However, we are also don't want to have a marketplace full of like trash NFTs, right? Because if you think about at any game, you're gonna have a lot of low tier armors and weapons which you don't really use. So what we have been thinking is that we're going to have NFTs only if you are lucky enough to drop, let's say, a legendary or an epic item. That way, if you drop common, uncommon, or rare, you can, you don't need to pay the transaction fee for the NFT, right? Which, maybe some bad item you still want to equip it because you don't have anything, but you don't want to pay like, even if it's super low, you don't want to pay like the cent for the NFT, right? So we are really trying to find a way to, for the users in Web 2 to join Web 3 and help them out in this way. So, this is very much related to the NFT part as well.
Okay, cool. So we already touched on some points from my next question, which was like, how does Battle of Olympus economy work, right? You already mentioned cheap transactions. Well, we have cheap transactions on Metis, but selling and buying NFTs. Can you elaborate a little bit on this topic? Is there anything else that would you like to add?
Sure. The economy is I think we have been already kind of, let's say, it's 90% ready, so to speak. But we do definitely have a macro vision for it. So again, reiterating our, let's say, hate for play to earn is definitely not the route that we want to do. So the route that we want to go for is the play and earn. So you can earn currency in the game if either you're good at it or if you get lucky. So, for us, we are focusing, there's not going to be any token giving away free tokens aside from most likely a bit in the story. So, we're trying to engage the user to start using our currency, which, by the way, there will be a token for Battle of Olympus. So expect the pre-sale for that. And also, as we mentioned, the NFT part. So, we're going to implement the NFT within the game reasonably, and in a way that the user can sell them in the marketplace without just spamming the marketplace with useless items. So, for the user, I guess, the question for everybody is, oh, how can I earn money from this? The answer is you will if either you're good or lucky. And the point of the game is not so much earning money, but also having fun within the game. So, we are looking to one of the ways, for example, would be like any other, let's say, mobile game where you can do tournaments or you can do quest, and in the end of the quest you get an item, and that item, if you get lucky that it's a good item, then you'll be able to sell it in the market for somebody else to buy. Or in tournaments, we're definitely gonna do tournaments since there's gonna be a big PvP aspect for it. where you'll be able to earn money if you win the tournament or you get in the top X amount within the ranking. Other things within the economy we are definitely going to be implementing. We are definitely going to be implementing the loot box mechanics. So again, if you get lucky, you can earn from there. And there's gonna be I don't want to use the word betting, but let's use it for now, where you can I guess there's no other word for it, bet some tokens against somebody else, and if you win, you will get the whole lot, right? So I bet like 50, he bets, let's say a man bets 50, and if a man wins, he gets 100. Aside from all this, how this ties with GameFi. For us, we also want you guys need to remember that GameFi has, even if we haven't started yet, we have dividend options. So this means that all the money generated, a part of the money generated for Battle of Olympus is going to be pushed in dividends for the holders of GameFi. So I think from that side is we have a very strong case there, and we also have some ideas for the liquidity. But this is something that we will definitely be sharing in one of our blog posts in the future. If you don't mind me asking, Natalia and Aman, actually, maybe this is a better question for Aman.
Go for it, yeah.
You guys have been asking a lot of questions, and we haven't been asking no question. So maybe Aman, how does Metis plan to improve the gaming ecosystem? We have been talking a lot behind the scenes, but I think if you feel that is right, to give a bit of an alpha for the listeners.
Yeah, definitely. I think the approach that we are taking from the business development side for gaming is, like, once again, I'm going to kind of retrace and go back to what it was like when I was gaming when I was younger, and really being passionate, really feeling connected, really getting lost in games, and just absolutely loving the experience that I had growing up gaming. I think I take this this aspect pretty seriously in terms of the user base. So I'll use examples with Revenant for everybody. As we've gotten to know the team, Franz, Alejandro, and Ranko as of recent, which has been awesome, we have seen the team evolving and making sure that the right people with the right experiences are actually helping build out their projects. And as we've seen from over time, I'm sure you guys can speak from it from yourself, from our relationship as well, we're really focused on the right intention in terms of, all right, so a game is going to come out, we build a community around it, we show that it's a good game, we implement strategies that make the great game attractive in ways in Web 2 just simply does not. And then we also focus on supporting studios or games with the right tooling, whether it's SDKs and whatnot. We also make sure that the next aspect is that the games that are coming onto Metis really set up precedents. I think, currently we're all aware there's really no game on Metis, and whether that's just a matter of circumstance, but I would think of it more as a strategic approach in how we do this, because I can't go into other projects that we are speaking to. I want to keep this highlighted on Revenant, is to focus on people that have the same vision and the same mission. So for gaming to actually blow up and do amazing, which we all genuinely believe it will in Web3, it's a matter of obviously the right synergistic kind of effects. But what I want to get at is, when we have these integral projects that seem to be doing uniquely their own thing, but also cohesively working towards a more cohesive mission, which I would love to share more about, which I will be speaking a lot more about in the very near future. We're just kind of making sure that certain things in place. I know everyone is probably just like, how do I put it? Like, not frustrated, but like waiting for the Metis team to kind of speak up on things, and all of a sudden something happens, and we've kind of had to take this approach just from some of the little missteps that we had made in the past, to make sure that when we release, whether it's DeFi, whether it's gaming or NFT, that whenever we highlight anything, that we do it in such diligence and such deep thought. So I'm very, very excited for, to be honest, like a lot of the synergy that's going to come from our gaming side, because how do you put this? Nothing worth having comes easy. And to be honest, like, there's a lot of collaboration that goes into this. I've gotten to know the entire Revenant team as well. I'm very close with their BD team addition, with Chase on the team. He's awesome. He's outstanding. He's very dynamic, lots of experience within traditional finance, just an incredible human being. So, when you have these right people that have the right intention, and we sit down and we do hours of conversation back and forth and really navigating this space together, I would like to believe, and I not even like to believe, I genuinely believe that the Metis team and foundation really focus on this. I think, as you guys see the rollout in terms of entire ecosystem, that's honestly just really on its way right now. I think you guys are going to build a lot of conviction for what we are mapping out. And to be honest, gaming is a massive aspect to that, for sure. And just be aware that we are going to make sure that we do it the most justice. This is not going to be a chain with potentially 13,000 games where everyone's disconnected. We want to make a very cohesive, environment that allows synergy, collaboration, and, to be honest, innovation to take place. So, in terms of how we support gaming, I've said this many times, Web3 gaming as an industry is a startup, and blockchain as an industry is a startup. Mistakes will be made, people will learn, we dust ourselves off, we minimize the damage, and we keep it moving. And that's why I like working with the teams that I work with, such as Revenant, because we generally all share this grander vision. So I hope that answers your question, but yeah, just thought I'd highlight that.
Yeah, thanks, Aman. I mean, great answer. We have been working together for a while, and for sure, well, I would say both of us, we have been, growing a lot. And, I think, yeah, I mean, the work that you guys have been doing, I mean, I know a lot more than a lot of people, I guess, for what you guys are doing that we cannot say, but, I've been very good. So I appreciate your answer.
Before I forget, actually, I just want to also give a shout out to the vast team. Trading Tulips is in here. Jedi's in here. Voids, I see you. Anthony, Polaris, Aurarium. See you guys, and I really appreciate you guys being here and joining in this chat. But yes, we can carry on now.
All right. So back to Battle of Olympus. Can you please tell me, like, what state are you guys on? Is there any access right now? Is there going to be any pre-sale? What's the deal, Leo?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, our focus is not, I mean, especially with this. Well, I don't know if I can say anymore, especially with this market, since Metis have been doing so good. Honestly, I don't know if we are in a bear market anymore with Metis, but at the moment, our main focus again is not really on the pre-sale and all these kind of things. At the moment, we are really focusing on doing what we have been doing since February, which is building. And the main thing that we want to do is our game to be in a position where we can say, okay, now we're in a position where we can go into the beta, and now we can start with the pre-sale. So regarding your question, yes, there's definitely going to be a pre-sale. The date, I'm not sure yet, but in our website, which is battleofolympus.gg, you will be able to sign up for early access, and this is, for now, is a Google form, but we will be taking these applications for the whitelisting, for the pre-sale, for the NFT whitelisting, and as well for the token when it will come in the near future as well. So yeah, we will have a pre-sale. I mean, let's say degen part, I still think is a part of crypto, and well, a fun part of crypto, I will say. So yeah, we will have it. The date, I'm not sure yet.
I think beyond what Franz is mentioning about catering to people who are more investors rather than gamers through these pre-sales and everything, the fact that we have early access on battleofolympus.gg is a way for people to get, like the name says it, early access to many perks associated with Battle of Olympus, whether that's monetary compensation, whitelist, or early access to the game. I think there are huge benefits for people doing that. And it really kind of just speaks to the approach that we're taking with Battle of Olympus to make sure there is a focus on the community and the people who discover it early and, stick with the project for a long term. And, just want to bring it back to the connection with like the Revenant ecosystem, right? Battle of Olympus being a subset of it. We do have those dividends at Revenant. So all I'm saying is that, if you're around and you're supporting for a long time, then you will definitely, make your fair share, whether that's through Battle of Olympus, Revenant, or otherwise. And, even just staying in the Metis ecosystem is a great idea.
Nice. Okay, thanks for this information. Battleofolympus.gg. I'm here right now, and may I say, Metis God looks rad. I want her. She looks really forceful. I really like that.
Yeah, it was a total coincidence. We didn't plan that at all.
Of course. Red hair and green leaves in her hair. That's absolutely coincidence. Okay, fantastic. So you guys know where to go. Be sure to pre-register to this cool game. Can you tell me if you have any controller support, and if yes, which one?
Yeah, we have full controller support. So basically, if your operating system can support it, you can play it. I mean, if you find a way to hook up your washing machine, feel free to play the game with that as a controller.
Disclaimer: you cannot play with your washing machine.
Why not? I mean, the thing is that the way our game is built is that it will go through your operating system for the controller. So if you find a way to convince Windows or whatever you're using that washing machine is a controller, then yeah, you can definitely do it.
Please, Windows, please.
I didn't know actually.
Yeah. So we have no restrictions. Whatever controller is your favorite controller, you can just plug it in. If it works, in your Windows, it will, or whatever you're using, it will work anyway.
All right. So it's just a website for now, or are you planning on any mobile version?
Yeah, that's why I keep saying Windows because
Okay.
the game will be only web-based for now. But there is an Android version further in down the line in plan, because we don't want to stop at just one platform.
Sure.
Yeah, so maybe If things change with the way Apple handles their crypto games, maybe there will be an iOS version, but I doubt it because for now, web and PC and Android seems to be more friendly. And since Steam relaxed their policies, maybe we'll also publish do a client and make it available for Steam. But this is like further in the future. I would say it's a web-based game for now.
Yeah, I think also the reason for web-based gaming is because it's more accessible for everybody. Again, at the moment, I don't think you can play using your phone. Again, we are pre-alpha, I will say so. But the mobile version is definitely something that we are looking to implement. Again, we are really looking to bring in people which are more Web 2 based into Web 3. And this is actually our mission statement. Actually, Alejandro, what is our mission statement? Repeat it for me.
Our mission is to make blockchain gaming accessible to everybody.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, awesome.
like maybe just to build a bit on Francis' point here, we feel like a lot of the crypto games in the space kind of pigeonhole themselves by only going after the crypto market, when in reality there's a whole other untapped ecosystem that is already super receptive to games. So on our end, what we're just trying to do is bridge the gap between the two, because I think right now one of the biggest pain points of blockchain games is that they're more or less at the mercy of the market, right? So, if investors get super scared because of like the, superior volatility of crypto versus, traditional finance, it's, very easy for your user base to disappear if you don't have an established one. So for us, it's really about onboarding Web 2 gamers as well, in order to kind of give us like a buffer, and also tap into a community of already people who are familiar with these games. So we won't say too much more about our marketing and business development strategy, but I will leave you with this, and it's that we want to make blockchain gaming accessible for everybody.
Yes, that's what I love to hear. Blockchain for everyone. Love it, love it, love it. So yeah, guys, stay tuned, because it sounds like there is a lot more coming. Is there any demo of the game at the moment?
Yeah, good question. So in our blog, which is revenant.gg/blog, or you can click on news as well. Every week we have This Week in Revenant, which basically we talk about what is going to happen this week. So in this week, we announced that tomorrow, Alejandro, is it tomorrow or Friday? We're gonna be launching the demo, so you guys can get a first hand on into the feel of the game. I mean, I don't need to say, I suppose, but huge disclaimer, is pre-alpha, but we want you guys to start this journey with us to see how we improve week to week, and month to month. We will be upload different versions of the game, so every week you guys will see how the game improve, and obviously give us feedback in the game. I will also highly suggest you guys to join our Discord for Battle of Olympus, which you can find in our Twitter. That way, we can really be working together as a community to, make the game awesome. So the answer to your question, is there a demo? No. Will there be a demo? Yes, either tomorrow or Friday. Alejandro, can you? Friday? Okay, then yes, Friday. Yeah,
awesome.
That's the answer.
So make sure to register for early access on battleofolympus.gg, because it's gonna be big. And once you guys all get to playing the demo, we'd love to hear your feedback on it, because that's exactly what's gonna improve the gameplay and prepare things for when we're ready to implement the in-game economy. So yeah.
I love it. I'm pre-registering right now as we speak. I'm multitasking.
The joys of remote work.
Oh wow. This all sounds so exciting, guys. I really love that you want to engage community, because this is really what we are looking for as well. Really believe that together we are stronger. So I really love that aspect. And well, yeah, that's it from me. Aman, do you have any questions? And also, anyone, if you want to ask questions to our great Revenant team, now is the time. You can request to speak, or if you're shy, you can just type your question in the comments and we'll read it out. I do see one request here. Let's see. Tahir Ibrahim, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Any question to our Revenant team about the game? Oh, it's connecting. Let's see. We are having some troubles. Okay.
Classic Twitter Spaces, eh?
Yeah, I know, right?
We can try Trash Panda because I saw that.
Yes, Trash Panda, Gabriel from Vast. My favorite Twitter handle. I think you're at it. Just unmute.
Good. Yeah. Trash Panda, you should be good to go.
Oh, okay, cool. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Oh my goodness. I was just looking at the site and I'd signed up for early access already. So if y'all haven't done it yet, sign up for the early access because I saw Hades and I was like, this is the one for me. So I wanted to ask, so what's the best way to kind of support you guys moving forward? Obviously signing up for the early access, but are there any other meaningful ways that we can help support you guys as you build?
Oh my God, I love this question.
I think that's an excellent question. And very happy to hear something selfless. Because I feel like that's something that's really lacking in the Web3 space. So I'll throw that question right back at you and let you know that you always have our support, no matter what. But right now, probably the best things that everyone can do is register for the early access as Trash Panda just did. But as well, we'd love to have you guys as part of our community, both on Twitter and on Discord. So make sure you check those things out. Our link tree is in our bio on Twitter. So yeah, I think it's really just about continuing the conversation. We'll be sharing a lot of news about Battle of Olympus and also some of our partners, some of which may be on this call and may have potentially asked a question. But yeah, just want to let you guys know we're always ready to build and work together, and love to have you as part of the community. Thanks for that question.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. We have another question from another partner. We have Polaris in the house.
Oh, yay,
Polaris. I'm loving this collaboration.
Polaris, what's up?
You're good to go. Hello.
I'm Dave. I wanted not to tell a question, but to say that I was just registering for the early access again because I wasn't sure if I already did that, and I was so excited and swarming with Spawn about the game already because we both grew up to playing video games, and I played a fighting game called Tekken, and when I saw Battle of Olympus, that really got that feeling again, and I want to say yeah, congratulations on the development so far. And yeah, I really like the topic that you are using NFTs in the project because as a proof of ownership, it is really good because there's a lot of scams and fraud in the gaming space, and that's another security layer you are adding over there, and I'm loving it.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. On the NFT part, we are really being, as discussed earlier, really trying to use them in a positive way, not just throw it in everybody's faces like, this NFT game, everything is NFT. You click NFT, everything. I really don't like when they overdo it all the time. And for us, we really wanted to, even for example, the initial sale of the initial game for of your character, generally NFTs goes, the sales goes between like $100 to like $500, right? In general, for us, we are looking to have a price that makes sense also for Web2. So, if you are Web2, if you are a normal, not crypto gamer, would you pay $200 to play a game? No, you wouldn't. You will pay like $20-$30, right? So, these are the things that we also would like your feedback. A bit jumping on the question, the previous question. For us, it's very important to have a feedback from you guys. So, and this will be a perfect example. So yeah, thanks for the awesome question.
Well, maybe I can add something right here, because in my opinion, there are already big companies doing something like that, like Steam. It's not a blockchain, but you are investing money and you are getting like skins for your weapons, but you can't pull out the liquidity, and having an NFT on the blockchain where you get rewarded. In the end, it's the same, but you can pull out the liquidity, and it's just the same. I love it.
All right. Thank you so much for this question. And may I say, if anyone asks what is different about Metis and other layer 2s, other chains, yes, cheap, fast transaction, but this is what's happening right now. It's what differs us is the collaboration, the partnership, community, everybody working together, the atmosphere. That's something that I personally love. I hope you also feel it and see it. One more question we have from our ambassador. Let's see if this connection works. Sorry for the noise. My dog has very annoying toy.
No worries. I saw actually that I lost the name now. They had requested to speak earlier, so I'm glad to see it. SV9T sick.
Yeah, you're up.
Who is that guy? Hello, everyone. I'm too shy, but I'll try to ask, of course. Enigma mentioned in his talks about making more stronger your character, and my question is it based on a rarity of NFT? Will there be difference in the characteristic between common and rare ones? Will I be able to go far in the game with, let's say, common one? Thank you.
Can I pick this one? Yeah. So we wanted to have this thing very clear in the sense that if you get a common one, and you can unlock all of the content in the game, so it means that you can play through all of the story modes, and you can of course experience the whole story and get all the rewards that come with the campaign. Whether you're gonna last long in tournaments, especially the open tournaments, is of course something else, because we wanted to have some sort of upgrades from PvE transfer into your PvP. So basically, it's not going to be only limited to NFTs and their rarity, but also to how well did you do in a campaign, how skilled you are as a player. So it's not going to be exclusive, like, oh, no epic gear, no joy.
Yeah. Great question. Great answer. I think, for us, again, because the microtransactions within the game they're obviously important, but, it's not going to be a pay to win. So it's not because you get some NFT, which is legendary, for example, or some elements are legendary, is going to be way stronger than another one. It will give you some boost most likely, but it's not gonna be that much difference. I think the major part of especially the initial NFT that you need to buy, like the game NFT or the fighter NFT, is gonna be mainly the looks. We already designed. We haven't done it in the NFT yet, but we did design the main legendary ones, which actually I did share one in the Battle of Olympus Discord chat, which is Ares legendary. So in that one, it's gonna be more as the look more than how it works. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about the pay to win aspect, so to speak.
Thank you, guys.
No problem. Awesome to see you, by the way. I keep seeing you on Twitter and everywhere. So glad we finally were able to speak.
So we're kind of nearing the hour, everybody. I'd just like to thank everybody for their time. Franz, Alejandro, Ranko, all the people that have asked questions, our fearless CEG coordinator, Natalia as well, and for all of you joining us today. Very excited for Battle of Olympus, very excited for Revenant team, and looking forward to another AMA in the near future. Please support these guys, follow the Revenant page. Let's keep it going, everybody.
Thanks so much for those words, and thanks everyone in the community. Great to be here again, and we'll definitely be seeing you very soon. All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. Awesome being here. Thanks a lot, Metis.
Thank you. See you soon.